What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, as you can see up on the screen, we're going to be talking about Antwerp. Now, earlier in the week, we have covered the Paris market and talked about kind of what has changed since the Paris sales ended, where things have been moving. I made the video also about Stockholm, some of my updated thoughts and opinions about Stockholm, some of the things I'm looking at buying, not buying, and where the market is moving. And today, we're going to be moving on to, I think, the third most important topic to talk about right now in the investing market, the investing community, or just in sticker investing, most importantly, which is Antwerp. Now, of course, sticker investing is some of the hottest stuff in the market right now. I think there's plenty of money to be made. I think these are big important things to talk about. But there are some upcoming videos where I'm going to be talking more about skins, more about some other different types of collections, some other different types of assets, stuff like that. So this channel isn't only going to be about stickers, if stickers aren't your thing or whatever, but right now I just think they're really, really big opportunities. So I want to get through all of these, and I think there are some interesting notes to make with Antwerp and some different thoughts and opinions I have on it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's get into this. First up, I just wanted to say I do think that Antwerp is the worst of the modern borderless sticker collections. I know there's a lot of people who say, oh, Paris is, the worst, or maybe Antwerp's worst, or whatever. I think Stockholm is pretty unanimously the top dog. One, just because it was kind of the first, the newest. It's that big hype investment that a ton of people made a ton of money off. It's got some of that like random allure and stuff like that. So it's really between Paris and Antwerp, obviously, for who's second and who's third. But I just like Paris a little bit better. I think it has some better stickers, some more unique stickers. The unique stickers are a little bit cooler. Antwerp, I think, has a lot of trash stickers, a lot of things I'm not that excited about. And when I look through the different capsules and stickers, I don't think there's as much money to be made with Antwerp or as much opportunity. Now, hey, you could say, well, Antwerp's a little bit slept on. Maybe that's where the opportunity is or whatever, but I don't know. I don't really even believe that because, again, if you look at the supplies of the three, obviously Paris is the most invested in, but I think it also looks the best. It's the newest. It's the hottest right now. And then Stockholm has the lowest supplies. So Stockholm, not only is it probably cooler and has more good things going on, but it also has lower supply. So Antwerp has a decent supply and the stuff isn't that cool. So I don't know. Mostly, I don't have a ton of money in Antwerp. It's not one of my biggest investments or anything like that, but that doesn't mean there aren't some ways to make money for it, and that doesn't mean it couldn't be a little bit underrated by the community right now while a lot of people have their eyes on Paris and on Stockholm, because Antwerp still is a very, very good collection. It is one of the better sticker collections in the whole game, don't get me wrong, but just when we have those other opportunities right in front of our face like Paris and like Stockholm, it makes me not as excited about Antwerp. But looking at the Antwerp market as a whole, again, since the Paris sale ended on the 5th of October, 6th of October, wherever it ended, whatever. The Paris sale, Paris collection as a whole is up like 15-16%, somewhere in there. I don't know. I did it in the last video. Let me pull up the calculation real quick. Yeah, 16%, something like that. Paris is up in the last couple of days. Now, obviously, Paris has all the reasons to go up. The Paris sale ended. Capsules aren't artificially stuck at 25 cents anymore. People are kind of FOMOing in, yada, yada, yada. Paris has a lot of reasons to go up, and Antwerp and Stockholm are generally going to follow it, obviously, to different magnitudes. And again, those stickers that are in Paris and in Antwerp, they aren't hopefully going to be as bountiful or as plentiful or anything anymore. So Antwerp has some reasons to go up, but just in general, the sticker market's going up. So Antwerp is obviously going to be going up as well. And since the Paris sale ended, we can see Antwerp has gone from about 1743 up to about 1804. So it's about 60 points from 1740. So if we do 60 divided by 1740, we'll see that the Antwerp market is up about 3.5% in the last week, which is not insane. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad either. That is showing a clear uptrend in Antwerp. It shows that it's going up. It shows it's doing well. But of course, Antwerp is lagging those overall Paris gains, which are closer to 16%. But again, Paris has more reasons to be up a higher percent. But Antwerp is also lagging the Stockholm gains, which are closer to 4 or like 4.1% or somewhere in there. So Antwerp is going up. It is doing well. It is something to keep an eye on, but again, it is not as on fire right now as like Paris or Stockholm. Again, maybe you could say it's underrated. Maybe you can say it's going to have its time or its run or whatever. I don't know. I don't really think so. I think overall it'll underperform Stockholm and Paris going forward, but Antwerp is on a little bit of a run right now. It is on the come up, so there are some things to keep an eye out. But that's also the interesting thing to know is there's a lot of people being like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I missed out on Paris and I missed out on the opportunity to buy this Paris and Stockholm and Antwerp stuff. Now that the sale's over, what am I going to do? And there's a ton of people who have that FOMO and just have like some regret and stuff that they didn't buy the stuff sooner. But again, when you look at all these things, Antwerp's only up 3.5% in the last week. Stockholm's only up 4%. Even Paris, that's up 16% in the last week. Still, from during the sale, Paris isn't at all-time highs or anything like that. Like, these things, they are starting to rise and they are showing good signs and they are increasing. But you have not missed the boat yet. It's not too late to buy Paris, capsules or stickers. It's not too late to buy Stockholm, capsules or stickers. It's not too late to buy Antwerp, capsules or stickers. And the gains that we're hoping and expect to have in all three of these in the long term are way going to eclipse the 3% that we've seen in the last week for Antwerp. So I don't know. There's a lot of people who are like panicking or like depressed or making regrets and stuff right now. And that's not the time. You just need to do your research and find what the good stuff is and find what maybe the undervalued stuff in all these sets is. And that's kind of what I hope to help you guys do with these videos. So when I look at Antwerp, especially on the cheaper end, again, I think for a lot of these collections, there's always a lot of underrated stickers in the middle to lower tiers, and I think Big is one of those. This Big logo being a unique borderless logo in the modern sets. I think this is one to definitely keep an eye on in the past week. It's actually down a little bit. It was $1.28 about a week ago. Now you can get it for like $1.19. I don't know. I really like this. I think it's a good one. Cool, clean, simple logo. Nothing crazy, nothing exciting, but for that price, $1.49, that's definitely something I would keep an eye on. Heroic is another one. Obviously, Heroic performs well in every borderless sticker collection for whatever reason. It's red, unique, popular team for a cheaper price. So this is definitely one that I would keep an eye on in the past week. This thing has gone from $250 up to $357. I think this one will continue to do well. You know, the Heroic from Antwerp is one that I would definitely keep an eye on. I think it's the worst Heroic from the three, but that doesn't mean it can't do well. It can't mean that it's not going to do good or that it can't do good. 9Z, I think, is an interesting one. Copenhagen Flames is always going to be an interesting one. But again, these ones haven't had that great of performance, and they're starting to get pretty expensive when you start to talk about an $8 sticker or a $13 sticker. The Red G2 is kind of cool. Eternal Fire is kind of cool. But again, those ones haven't had the insane performances or anything like that. And then when we get into the final tier, we have the Outsiders, which I just think is really ugly, and I personally wouldn't want. We have the Furia Antwerp, which is very, very cool. But again, Furia has a lot of cool ones from all these different sets. And again, yes, it has this really crazy effect, really crazy design, all that good stuff. But you're still buying a almost $20 sticker. It's going to be hard for it to go too crazy. Who knows? But I would keep an eye on the Furia one. I think it could be okay. Imperial is a nice, good-looking green sticker. But again, $30. Is that necessarily the price you want to buy it at? I don't know. And then the Cloud9. This is actually one that has been performing quite well as of late. Again, my biggest issue with the Cloud9 is the price. You're buying it at $45, but it's the only Cloud9 borderless. Cloud9 has a huge fan base. They're a very, very popular team. If there was any sticker that I was going to be buying at some crazy prices like these, the Cloud9 borderless might be that. And again, I do own some Cloud9 borderless. I didn't buy it at $45, but I bought them at like 30, 32, 35, somewhere in there. And I think they'll do okay in the long run. But again, when I just look through the Antwerp stickers, there's not that many that I love. There's not that many that I think are all that great. But those are a few of my top choices. And then in terms of the capsules aren't that great either. And the capsules aren't that great because a lot of the stickers aren't that great. You know, we can pull up the three different capsules right now and see that, you know, here's like the Challengers, which again, after like, I'm not exactly sure how long these have been out, like a year or something like that. You know, we're at 85 cents, obviously from 25 cents. You could have got these for like 16 cents at some points or whatever. But yeah, in like the last month, these were 80 cents before. They're about 80 cents right now. In the past week, have gone from 73 cents to 82 cents. This is the Challenger. So I think the Challengers are okay. They haven't had that great of gains or anything like that. Same thing with the Contenders. Contenders are okay. They've done okay. They're about 94 cents, is a little bit better. This is the past month. They've gone from 84 cents to 94 cents. That's a nice little run over the past week. 77 to 93. That's cool. But obviously the big winner and where I have put the most money in Antwerp is in Cloud9 stickers, but also in the Legend sticker capsule, which is obviously being carried by the Cloud9 sticker, but it's got a couple of my favorite stickers in it. This capsule is loaded in Antwerp. It's got the Furia, it's got Copenhagen Flames, it's got Heroic, it's got Big, and it's got Cloud9. You know, those are like all the stickers that I love from this collection all in one capsule. So I have loaded a lot of money, and my biggest Antwerp position is, I do believe, in these Antwerp Legends capsules. And I'm probably going to keep buying them because I just think that these are really, really good. In the past week, we've seen these go from $1.25 to $1.40. In the past month, they've kind of been flat, $1.40 to $1.40. But you can see lifetime, they've had peaks all the way up to $2.41. And of course, they were 25 cents during the sale. These have been the most expensive capsule. I think these will continue to be the most expensive capsule. I think it has all the good stickers in it. And I really do believe that if you were going to buy something from Antwerp, I think the Antwerp Legends capsule would be the place that I was putting the most of my money. But I do think some of those cheaper to mid-tier stickers could be okay as well. But overall, I don't really love the look of a lot of these Antwerp stickers. And again, like I said, I think there's a good reason why the gains have not been keeping up with stuff like Paris and Stockholm. And I think in the long run, Paris is definitely going to overtake Antwerp as that number 2 spot in the modern borderless sticker collection. That obviously, assuming we don't get even more of these, which could definitely be coming. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts and opinions on Antwerp right now. Again, I love the Cloud9. I love the Legends capsule, and I like a lot of some of these other stickers as well. But definitely keep an eye on it because Antwerp is on the rise over the past week. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you the next one. But until then, peace.